Hi, this is Mike Regan with TransAct's 2-Minute Warning for the week of June 13th. And in this week's 2-Minute Warning, we're taking a look at why C-level engagement and involvement is critical if you want to have a great supply chain. As I've mentioned in some previous 2-minute warnings, I've been giving a presentation for the last 7-8 months entitled, You Get the Supply Chain You're Willing to Live With. Now, we've had over 2,000 C-level executives listen to this message, and it can be a bit challenging for them because one of the things I mentioned to them, before you call me and have a conversation about whether you have the right people running your supply chain, understand who the most important person within your organization is if you want a great supply chain, and that would be you, Mr. C-level executives. You may not want to hear that. You may say, I've got people I can delegate it to. That's not the way it works. In fact, I say one of the critical problems that a lot of C-level executives have is they don't understand that they're taking their supply chains for granted. They don't like that message. And I had one of them come up to me and say, I don't have that issue. And I said, well, then let me ask you 3 questions. A, have you mapped your supply chain in the last 12 months? B, have you stress tested the supply chain to identify the risks, threats, and vulnerabilities that could cause disruptions within your company? And C, do you have a written supply chain plan? Now, if the answer to all 3 of those questions is no, and for about 80 to 85% of the companies we've talked to in these audiences, that is the case, then you are in fact taking your supply chain for granted. Now, whether or not that's a good idea is completely up to you, but before you just cavalierly say, let me think about it, you need to understand that according to folks like the Council of Supply Chain Management Professionals, your supply chain activities in the total may take up as much as 15 to 20% of your sales dollar. And that's one of the reasons we talked about it previously. Where does your company rank on the supply chain spectrum? If you want to have a great supply chain, there are things that you can do and should be doing. Now, what are those things? Well, I had one executive come up to me after a talk and say, Mike, I wouldn't know what to put in any kind of plan. I wouldn't know who I could get to write that plan. And more importantly, I don't know who in the organization I could hold accountable to seeing that we fulfilled the goals and objectives of those plans. Folks, you don't have to wonder. You can simply send me an email, give us a call, and we'd be happy to share a bunch of information, and not just information, but share some capabilities that can help you get that plan, help you get your supply chain mapped, help you stress test your supply chain. It is possible. It can all be done with a simple email or a call. We make all of this available to you because with each and every 2-minute warning, we are here to remind you we are on your team. We are here to help you, and we really are passionate about seeing you be successful. So thanks for your time.